Hey everybody, welcome back. You know, if you have ever had anyone in your family dealing with breast cancer, or if it's part of your family history, please listen closely because we have a guest here with some really vital information. 1 out of 8 women will develop breast cancer, according to the American Cancer Society. Fewer are prepared for the financial strain that comes along with battling this disease. Now, Fritz MarCia, his first wife got breast cancer at just 32 years old. He's joining us now with how to prepare for the extreme financial costs. Fritz, let's get right down to it because your story, you were telling me during commercial break, a lot of stuff a lot of people don't even know. Thank you so much for being here. First of all, give us your backstory real quick.
My wife and my sister both died of breast cancer, so I'm on a mission to help people prevent the financial devastation of breast cancer. It's the elephant in the room that nobody's talking about.
Yeah, what happened in your wife's situation and in your sister's situation?
Well, with my wife, she was helping me in the business, so I lost half my income.
Wow.
And with my sister, she was single, she lost all of her income.
Yeah.
And that's why I put together the 3 major mistakes to avoid to prevent the financial devastation of breast cancer.
Okay, let's get to the first one.
The first mistake to avoid is being financially unprepared and blindsided. It's wise, if you can do it, to have 3 to 6 months of cash reserve to cover a health emergency.
Yeah.
With my sister Kathleen, what happened with her is that she didn't have health insurance. She had no benefits at work, so she was totally on her own.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was very, very difficult for her, and I think the money pressure led to her early death.
Early death, yeah. Okay, let's get to number 2 because this is something, folks, that I don't think any of us have heard of. Certainly, we haven't here in the news. So tell us about this second tip you want us to, this problem we need to avoid. Go ahead.
The second mistake to avoid is to have enough insurance and the proper insurance.
Okay.
And first of all, everybody should be getting insurance. It's easy to get now with Obamacare.
Okay.
But what some younger people are doing is they're opting not to get the health insurance and deciding to pay the penalty instead because it's cheaper. That's a huge mistake because thousands of young women get breast cancer every year.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay.
And also, what most people don't know about is there's something called cash cancer insurance.
See, that's what I want you to say. Cash cancer insurance, folks. I've never heard of this. Tell everybody about this, Fritz. Cash cancer insurance.
How that works, and I'll give you a real-life example.
Okay.
I had a client by the name of Julie. She had breast cancer in her family.
Okay.
So she bought a $50,000 cash cancer insurance policy. For her age, it was only about $48 a month.
Okay.
A year later, she got breast cancer.
Oh, boy.
The insurance company sent her a check for $50 grand.
To cover all of those expenses that would incur.
She can spend it however she wants to.
Yeah.
And that $50,000 covered all of her living expenses for 1 year, so she could focus on healing.
On getting well, yeah.
And go back to work.
That is awesome. Cash cancer insurance. I love that. Okay, what's the third and final one?
The third major mistake is not getting an advisor. What happens to people is they're embarrassed or they're too proud to ask for help. It's very important that you get professional advice and counsel.
Absolutely. Okay, Fritz, we're out of time, but how can folks get a hold of you and get more information? This is good stuff.
They can visit my website at fritzmarcia.com.
All right, Fritz MarCia, and that's FritzMarcia.com. Thank you so much for bringing that information to us. We appreciate that.